It's Saturday, 19th of June. It's just coming up 6:30 in the evening. I'm already set up because it was raining when I got down here. Not heavy, but I didn't want to get caught in a downpour. So I've already set up. I'm here till tomorrow lunchtime. Fish have apparently been showing, but nothing's been coming out. I've got two friends in the next two swims who've been here since yesterday morning, and nothing's. They haven't had anything yet. So, you know, we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, that's here.
Right, I'm going to finish off my beer, get my fajitas on the go. That's my dinner tonight, and then yeah, wait for the takes that I hopefully get. Okay, it's just gone 9 o'clock. I'm all fed and watered. It's just rained solidly, and the forecast is for it to do it all night. I'm going to get my head down early and just listen to the rain and hopefully get wet in the night. And I have to rush out there to those rods. Morning. It's just gone 5 AM. Nothing. Not a bleep. Heard the odd fish crashing, but no. Strange, because you know, the weather looked on for it last night, and it does now as well. There's obviously still time, but you know, might end up blanking. I'm probably due one because I haven't had one for a little while. Right, I'm going to get a coffee on, I think. Okay, 7 o'clock now. 2 coffees later. Still nothing. I think it's going to be a blank. Not sure I'm going to wait until lunchtime. I'm probably going to give it till about 10, half 10. And that'll be my lot, I think. And start thinking about a midweek session over on the other lake. Right, I'll do an update before I go. Okay, that's me all packed up. It's just gone 11 o'clock now. That's a blank for me then. I guess I was due one. I haven't had no takes at all for a while. The guys next to me, one of them had one fish this morning, 14 pound. But that's all. They were going to do another night, but they decided against it. So the fish are still showing and that, but just not having it. So yeah, I'm going to be going to my other lake next week. I'm doing a night on there, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll see you then. Okay, it's Thursday, 24th of June. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. I've got 36 hours fishing ahead of me because I've got Friday off, and I'm going to be going to my other Syndicate lake. Okay, I'm down on my other lake. I'm being quiet because there's a fish right down there. You can't see it on this. I've only got this camera with me. I've got my camera with my polarised lens, but there's one just sitting down there, just below the surface. It looks a bit different, doesn't it? From the video I did, what, it was March, wasn't it? When I started fishing again and I came in here. But, it's a rope swim. But, yeah, it's absolutely packed down there. It's a Thursday night. You know, more cars coming. Just driven past. Yeah, so I can't get in any of the swims that I want to really. I mean, this one's could be a good bet. The fish sitting right there. But this is about all that's going really. So I'm just going to have another little walk round there, around the rest of the back island, and decide whether I'm going to stay or go. Or perhaps just do the night in here and go to work tomorrow. I'd booked tomorrow off. See, I've got booked the Friday off. Thinking that now that the first week down here has been out of the way, that it wouldn't be so busy. But I was wrong there, wasn't I? So yeah, I'm just going to have a little mooch around and then yeah, do an update in a bit. More fish out there, another one on top. Let's have a look a bit further around. Okay, it's just coming up 8:30 now. I've settled on this swim because there's nowhere else really. It's Thursday night, it's absolutely packed. It did fish quite well the opening week of the season, and obviously word's got around and pictures have gone up at the Facebook group, etc. So there's fish mooching around here. It is typically very weedy, this little bay area. But I've had a little trek about, not too much, but it's fairly clean. So what I'm going to do is, out of the main lake there's a channel that runs through into here. I'm just going to put one on the mouth of the channel, 8 wraps, and then the other one, you can see some clear spots because it's not 3 deep in here, and there's a clear spot only about, what, 2 rod lengths out, if that. I'm just going to, and it's because the fish have been coming right in close. I mean, one boiled up right down there in the margin whilst I was setting up. I'm just going to flick one out underarm onto that spot, a clear spot, and just put some bait around it, because everybody does the same thing, I think, when they come in here. They're fishing up to that rope there, which you know, cuts off the sanctuary, gives them a sanctuary, or the entrance to the channel, or the other corner of the island there. So I just thought we'd do something completely different. Because it's so packed, I might only do tonight and go home tomorrow, save my holiday. What I do is I'll get up in the morning, pack up as if I'm going, have a drive round, and if there's no one else packing up going because I've got to go to work, etc., then I think I'll go home and cancel my holiday, and may even book it again for Monday or something like that. Come down Sunday afternoon when everyone's going home, and then do, you know, Sunday night and then through Monday night, and go home and work on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm going to get them out there. It's coming up 10 to 9 now. Just about to get some dinner on because I'm starving. Even after putting a few spots out, there's still fish mooching around here on top. I'm not bothered by it. Probably because they think I'm not eating. I'm not going to eat your bait, mate. But yeah, it's looking nice, but yeah, I don't know if I'm confident or not. I don't think so. One's at 8 wraps with only 3 spots I did after it. 18 baits, 6 in each spot, plus hemp pellets we got on the usual. And the other one is just a few balls thrown out there with, again, probably, yeah, about 18 baits. Just on the hard spot out there, or clean spot. Right, okay, time to get some dinner on. Okay, it's just gone 11 o'clock and I've got one. That was in the near margin one. The right hand rod. It's out just well, not margin, but rod length out. Rod length and a half. I've already zeroed the sling, so let's see what it weighs. And a half. Alright, you're going to behave. Come on. Okay. To the other side quickly. Alright, go back in a minute. One more. Okay mate, let's get you back. Okay, it's just 3/4 of an hour later. I've had another one. So, common this time. Let's see how big it goes. $25. Okay, let's be good. Okay, being good. Let's do the other side quickly. Boy, oh girl, let's get you back. Morning, just gone 6 o'clock now. That was alright, wasn't it? Wasn't expecting that. Just shows you, doesn't it? I didn't fancy this swim. Shows what I know. Might be because it hasn't been fished since the start. People have just been out on the main lake. But, I mean, they know I'm here now. So, yeah, I've changed my mind a little bit on whether to go home, you know. Probably will sit it out in here now if there's nothing else free. It's going to rain till about 11, according to the forecast. So, I'll wait for it to dry up. I'm just going to put them back out in a minute, just get them on right back on the spots from the night. I'm recasting after the fish, and then yeah, I'll wait for it to stop raining and have a look around the lake to see if anybody's gone, if there's any other swims free, and then decide whether to move or not. That's the one thing with this swim, it's because you're right on top of them, it's you can go very quiet once they know you're here, and once it's done a couple of fish they'll scoot off into the sanctuary and don't venture out again. But we'll see. Like I say, you know, I'm just going to have this coffee, first coffee that I've made, and then I'll stick them back out in the spots in 3 hours or so. See what happens before I then have a look around the rest of the lake. Okay, I'm going to finish the coffee and yeah, getting back out there. Okay, it's just gone 8 o'clock. Rain stopped. It's brightening up a bit now. few fish still mooching about on top, or just under the surface. I've been up the bank behind me and had a look, and you can see the clear spots better now. Where I've got one over there, the left hand rod, which is where I had the comment on the left hand rod last night, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but that's where the channel comes through, and yeah, there's a clear strip that runs along that tree line there, quite deep. So I'm just on this edge of it before the weed, but then there's a big bed of weed in the middle there, and then I've got obviously my little clear spot out there. I've not heard too many cars going this morning, but then they could go from around the other side of the lake. I've heard a couple of cars coming, so it's probably only got busier. Not that there's many swims left really at all, but I will go and have a look later around about lunchtime. Right, I shall do an update in a bit. Okay, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock now. I think we're going the next swim, which is one of the top swims. He's packing up. Just seeing him get stuff from his van, his rod holder and stuff. So I've got a bit of a dilemma if he does, because you know they're fishing now. I've just been standing up here with coffee. I've watched a couple circle sort of my area on the right hand rod on the top. So they're still in there. I haven't spooked them off with the fish that I had. They're back. But that is a good swim, so I don't know. It would have been fished to death since it opened like a week ago, more than a week. So all that's fish over the back now. Yeah, tricky one. Yes. Nice problem to have though. Because I knew, you know, I was nearly going to go home, wasn't I? If it wasn't for these fish, I probably would be off now. I'm back home. And missing out on potentially getting one of the best swims on the lake. Right. Okay. Just going to keep an eye on developments. Okay, it's just gone midday and I've moved into the swim next door. So where I'm going to fish is not the typical spots, because the typical spot is one up the side of the island there, about 20 wraps. Where I'm going to be fishing, and I've had a little bit of a lad about, is I'm going to just put one at 10 wraps just past the point of the corner of this sort of this tree line, and the other one is going to be out in that direction and line with a thin tree on the horizon at 13.5 wraps, because there's a lot of silt out there. There's a plateau over there where I'm fishing out on the left hand rod is going to be a bit of gravel just before it comes into silt, and at the same out there it's pretty much uniform silt out there, but then there's a little bit of gravel at 13.5 wraps. So I'm just going to put one out there, put a few spots around each, not a lot, and then just make my mind up where I'm going to fish tonight later. You know, see if I can see any fish showing or anything. Yeah, right, okay, well let's get them out there. Okay, it's coming up 1:30 now. The sun's trying to break through. It's passed over the top, so I'm going to be bathing in sunshine soon, hopefully. Lovely breeze. And although it's fairly clear skies, it's low pressure, lowish. It's dropped about 10 millibars over the last, 24 hours, so it's down to sort of 10, 16 now. So yeah, all looks up for it. I like that spot there, because the next swim up is probably the best swim overall, consistently. There's always someone in there, because they get most of that plateau that's out there. The fish do get it on top of it and just stay there. You have some big hits on there. So here, in this corner here, you've just got, well, I guess, the edge of it. So it's as close as I can get to it, you know. And they can't fish, the next one can't fish down as far as here, because you've got lots of trees and snags out to there, right, my left. I'm going to keep that left hand rod on there tonight, but I don't know about the right hand rod yet. I don't know whether I'll cave in and put one up the side of the island, up the usual spot. Just thinking that would have been fished by everybody probably who came in it, has come in here since the start, and this swim has probably had someone in it every day since the start. And the start was, well, what were we, the 25th, so opened on the 16th, so you know, nearly 10 days. Right, okay, we've had a nice beer in the sun, and it's very different to the other swim there. It's all sort of closed in, and you know, you're sheltered from the weather. It doesn't get much sun in there either, so chalk and cheese, isn't it? Different lake. Right, I'll do you an update later. Okay, it's now just gone 7 o'clock. Just caught up, had a bit of sleep in the afternoon in the sun, and watched the water. The only fish activity I've seen has been out on the plateau. So whereas I've got one a little bit over to the right, sort of in the middle here, the right hand rod. I'm going to move it a bit more to the left for tonight, just to get it a bit nearer the plateau. So yeah, although I don't know if I can get onto the plateau because it's in that water, in the next swim's water. I'll sort of be on the edges of it, not far from it. So yeah, I won't do it just yet. Probably about 8 o'clock. Just wait for the sun to dip a little bit more in the sky. And then I'll probably put about, I don't know, half a dozen spods around it. With about, I don't know, 30 baits, something like that. So, right, I'm just going to get back on my chair and have another doze for half an hour. Okay, it's just gone 8 o'clock in the evening and I've had one. Left hand rod. It's a bit of a lump, I think. It's a common. I've already zeroed the sling. Yay, 31 and a half. Okay, behave. Beautiful. Okay, mate. Let's do the other side. Oh. Hey. Come on, I'll let you go back in a minute. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Let's get you back. Well, that was good, wasn't it? Love that. That's the first 30 I've had out of here for over a year, what with lockdowns and everything. That one in my intro, opening title in the winter, that was 32. I think that was the last one I had out of here. I had that 29, didn't I, in November. But yeah, not chuffed with that. Right, well I've gone back out there, but well, left hand rod's gone back on exactly the same spot. 10 reps out there, just off the corner of the, just off and beyond the corner of the trees there. It's on gravel just before you hit silt. As I've put what, half a dozen to 8 spots out there. I forgot counting. I wasn't counting. But about 30 baits. I know there was 30 baits. And the other one, so I've gone a bit further left, and I'm sort of, you've got the tall tree in the horizon there, then you've got a gap, then you've got a bunch of sort of 3 trees, then another gap, and it's sort of on the middle tree there of that bunch. That's at 13 and a half reps. So you know, just in the vicinity of the big plateau. It's a massive plateau that's out there. I mean, the guy who's over there is fishing out to the other sort of far corner of it, from out diagonally from where he's fishing. So yeah. Right, well yeah, I've sorted my gear out, almost. Quite confident for tonight now. Made the move worthwhile, didn't it? Well chuffed with that. Didn't feel like a 30 when I was playing it in, you know. It tried to make a beeline for the trees, but I think not much of those are underwater. And I got it past there okay. And then it came of its own sort of accord right across here, down to this margin. And then, yeah, it was only at the sort of last knock-ins that it gave me any sort of fight. So I don't mind about that. I might have got a look at it. I still wasn't sure. I thought, you know, is it 20? But when I picked it up out of the water, I thought, oh yeah. And it looked fat as well, didn't it? It looked like it hadn't spawned. Looks like it was due to, or is due to. So yeah, pretty lucky there. So I think they've spawned on here in the main. Right, okay. Get a bit chilly now, so I'll put some layers back on and have a celebratory beer. Okay, it's just coming up 11:15 now. I had to recast the left-hand rod because a group of 10 ducks came and absolutely cleaned me out. So I had to wait for them to go until it got dark enough. They couldn't dive anymore. Then I had to recast and do another 8 spods, another 30 baits. So yeah, right, I'm going to get my head down and fingers crossed for some more action during the night. Morning, just coming up to 5 o'clock now. All quiet, not a single bleep. So got a decent amount of kip anyway, but looks good for a take. So yeah, right, I'm going to have an early coffee. That's better. First coffee. Woke up a bit now. The ducks massed over my left-hand spot this morning. I thought, oh no, we go again. But no, then they toodled off. So good. Unless they come back. But the one thing that I forgot to mention is that Thursday night was a full moon, so you know, had that big come on, didn't I? Right. Time for that second coffee. Okay, just come up 7:30 now. Seen a few sort of fish of a sort topping in the area, general area out there. Couldn't be sure they were carp. Could be bream rolling. There's bream in here. It's a bit chilly this morning. When the wind shifted, it's only light. It's coming from the east now, but it's got that sort of autumn feel to it. The air, it's very cold. And the sun's only breaking through in bits and pieces because of the cloud, so it's not really warming up yet. I need the sun to come out to dry my gear off because it's all got loads of condensation and damp. So yeah, I'm probably going to be here till about, I don't know, 11:30, something like that. So just having my third coffee now to warm me up a bit. It's looking less likely for a take now, but you never know. You never know. Okay, it's 9:30 now. Just started a slow pack away. It looks pretty dead out there now. Could be surprised yet, but don't know. Yeah, I haven't got to go far to me car, it's just through there, so I'll just ferry my gear, no need for the barrow, and yeah, I'll be off about 11:30, and I'll do a quick update before I go. Okay, that's me, just about done. Rods are on the deck, just going to pull them in. It's just coming up to 11 o'clock. By the time I get the gear in the car, it'll be about 11:30 time we get off. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. 2 nights back on this lake, first time I fished it since December. To have 3 takes, 3 fish, you know, 20, 25 and 31 and a half. I'm well chuffed with that. It's not always like that on here, and I haven't heard of too much else coming out. You know, last night I'm going to go and check how the fella got on in the swim who dropped into the swim that I fished the first night on Thursday, see how he got on, but I didn't see anything come out over there. So yeah, I'll next be back down on Tuesday, I think, for a quick overnight, Tuesday or Wednesday, and it'll be less busy hopefully, and more choice of swims. Not that it did me any harm you know, this session, but there are a couple of other swims that I want to really get into for the short overnighters. So yeah, let's see if they're free when I come back down. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe if you haven't. If you're out there fishing, I hope you're catching, and I'll see you next time.